We're talking about marriage here. Marriage is supposed to be the most glorious thing on earth because it is you pairing yourself with your partner, the person you love the most. And if you should have a glorious or get a glorious marriage, you are going to get stuck with your partner or your spouse till the end of time. But what is happening right now is what we don't understand. Marriage is failing in every aspect of our lives. The big ones are failing in it, the young ones, the old, the small, the poor, the rich, the bishops, the ushers. Everybody is failing in marriage. Is it that we don't understand? Is it that we don't get well prepared, or we are not ready before we enter into them? Is it because we don't choose our partners well? This is what I have sat down for 18 years to study, from what I have gone through personally as a person, and from what I hear from people, and from the little deduction that I have known, and the Bible that I have read. It's the very beautiful thing God created, because the Bible says from day 1 to day 6 he created everything, but when he finished created Eve out of Adam, he said he realized it is very good and he rested. The Bible recognizes marriage. So why is it failing right now? This is what I want us to talk about, the do's and the don'ts in it. If you want to marry, you don't have to look at the person's ability or what the person have. What you need to see is, will you be able to be with that person forever? Because when it's the most beautiful gift God gave us, when you marry and it is glorious, you grow together, you increase together, you prosper together, because the Bible says, go out there, go and prosper, go and increase, go and fill the earth. But what do we see now? We marry and 2-3 years it is done. The children that comes out of the marriage becomes intruder in other person's house, because the woman will go and get married. Again, when he goes with the children, they become intruders in that man's house. If the children should go with their father, the father will still get married again, and the children becomes intruder in another woman's house. This is what I want us to give it a holistic approach. Okay, now, do not allow anybody to pair you. Because the Bible says Adam slept, and when he wake up and saw Eve, he realized this is the bone of my bone and the flesh of my flesh. Why are you saying you walk around, you go to church, you go to market, you go to work? No man has ever seen you and know that you are a woman for him to approach you. Why are you waiting for someone to pair you? When you go to church and the pastor see you and pair you, I want you to know this. Everybody go to church a genuine person, but we have our behaviors and our characteristics in us. So the pastor pairing you only know you from the church, which everybody behaves well in that church. So pairing people to get married is an error. Someone introducing someone for you is an error. As a young person, you shouldn't think marriage is everything. I'm not saying you shouldn't marry. Make sure you are mature enough. Make sure you know how to cope or how to maintain pain. You should know as a woman that you are a help. God made you a help. You are a man's help. You should know that you are a help. You are going to marry to help your husband. Do not buy your way out into a man's heart. Go the way you are. If the man loves you, he's so glorious. He is in a hurry to get married to you. Now what do we see? You see people dating for 6 years, dating for 5 years, dating for 4 years. What kind of relationship is that? Are you people laying bricks? If the person wants to marry you, When a person loves you, love comes naturally. It doesn't care what you have, what you know, what you don't know, your education doesn't matter. The person sees you and automatically you click, you bond, and you gel. Now, what do we see? If a girl or a woman will marry, he wants to see what the man drives. But what the man drives will not confront you, but what drives the man is what you should look at. The problem right now are those who have been in marriage and have opted out. Women from 38 to 50 years are struggling because they don't learn from their mistake. Nobody makes a mistake twice, but they don't learn from their mistake, especially those with a little money or property, those who have prospered. The Bible says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. But this is the error. Now the men look at the women who have something and want to marry them because of what they have. That one, you are not obtaining favor but frustration. The reason being that the woman is the wife, not what she has. So if you don't love her as a woman and marry her, and you look at what she has and marry her, you are marrying her things and she will protect her things, then you people will be struggling. And instead of you obtaining favor from finding a wife, you find frustration because you found her things. So what I'm saying is that you are better marry at 40, 38 and have a glorious home than to rush into the marriage and then you opt out. You better marry at 40. You are mature. You have your grounds. You know what to do and what not to do, and sustain the marriage, than to marry 25, 20 and opt out. Because when you opt out marriage, two things happen. Without children, you are good, you can go. But with children, your life will never be the same. Like as Bishop Asari said, your life will never be the same again because the children are going to suffer. When you take them to another man's house, it's a problem. When you leave them for their father too, you will take them to another woman's house. It's also a problem. The reason we are having a lot of street children, the Bible says we should get married and have a godly children. Godly children are children who are groomed with father and mother, with love. They groom them with the Bible. They teach them with the Bible. They groom them. Holy Spirit is being with them. And then at the end of the day, when the child is going to church, he's already filled with the Spirit of God. The church is peaceful. When he is going to do anything, the Holy Spirit will lead the child. Even selecting a leader, when the child will reach where to vote, the Holy Spirit will minister to the child. So marriage has everything to do with what we are experiencing right now in our lives. I am pleading and I am praying. If every pastor will go back to the marriage certificate they have in their offices and look at how many certificates they have given out and go back and check all those marriages and see which ones are still there and which ones are broken, because after the blessing of the marriage, the rest we don't want to know. Another thing too is the women or the men respecting their leaders than their partners or their spouse. I can tell you most marriages are breaking down because the pastors are standing in the middle of the marriage. The woman respects her pastor than the husband. The husband respects her pastor than the wife. If he wants to discuss everything with the pastor than the spouse, he takes decision with the pastor than the spouse. So always the trust is not with the husband but with the pastor. But let me tell you this: when the marriage break off and you want to take someone to court because of the children asking, you will not take the pastor, you will take your spouse. When the children come between two people and they allow another person to come and step in, you people should know that you are not doing any good to yourselves. When children comes into marriages, you should fight at all costs to make sure the marriage survives. It shouldn't die just because of those children. One thing I want you to understand is that God created marriage. It's the only thing God created the devil attacked from the onset. He entered into the Garden of Eden and then he asked Eve. He asked Eve to eat the fruit. Eve quoted what God told them not to do. But the Bible says he saw it and it was good and he ate it. This is been our problem till now. Women don't investigate. When they see the thing and it is good, they go with it, and at the end of the day, it causes problem. If you start doing anything like Eve did, he ate the fruit, he gave it to the husband. It's not that the husband was not sensible. He ate it out of love, so that even if they would die, they die together. But this same Adam betrayed the woman when the Lord approached them. But Eve was able to stand on her ground to defend her marriage. If you were a woman, before you enter into any marriage, you should understand that boyfriend, girlfriend is for starters, but marriage is for finishes. Marriage is the real business. So before you enter into any marriage, you should be able to defend. You should be able to stay. You should be able to sustain. You should be able to fight. You should be able to go through pain. You should be able to go through betrayals. That shows your maturity. You want to be a wife because you will face this. It's biblical. But when you do this and you are not mature enough, small thing. I know people who fight their husbands' girlfriends and leave their husbands. If you are with the husband and you don't have a problem, why are you attacking the woman, your husband's girlfriend? Some people too, because of their behaviors, their husbands are not able to be playing with them. Because the husband wants to tell you everything that has happened accidentally. I got someone pregnant. I want to tell you. But the way he will behave, the man decides to keep it to himself. And then the other woman, the intruder, who has come into your marriage, has come to get pregnant because he has a purpose, he has ambition. Don't forget we have women like that. Because when Hagar went to Sarah's house, Abraham was having more than 200 male workers. Hagar should have targeted any of them, but he has an ambition to target the master. So what am I trying to say? I know people, there are accidents. You should believe that. Your husband go and get someone pregnant. Be open, exercise patience with the man. Allow your husband to be playing with you. It's not easy. I'm telling you, it's a difficult task. So grow up before you enter into marriage. The young ones we see nowadays think marriage is everything. Please, don't enter into marriage if you know you are not mature. If you know you cannot go through betrayal. If you know you cannot go through deception, don't enter into marriage. Hold on, wait. Understand marriage properly before you enter into it. The reason I'm saying you are better 40, you are better 38 before you marry, you know your bearings, than to rush into it and become something else. Marriage is a beautiful thing. It is failing right now. What are we doing about it? If we want to stop armed robbery, if we want to stop gayism, if we want to stop lesbianism, if we want to stop street children, if we want to stop madness, then the only thing we should look at is marriage. Because that is where the devil attacks us from. If you want your finances to grow, you should look at your marriage. The devil knows this is what will prosper us. This is what will give us peace. So he's attacking it more than anything in our lives. What are we doing about it? Please, pastors, let's help marriages. Bishops, let's all step into marriages. Let's go into our office. Let's go into the archives. Look at how many marriages you have blessed in your church. Revisit them from day one and see what is happening. It's not about people sitting in church, sowing big seeds, praising God and all that. People are in bondages. A lot of people are wearing handcuffs in the name of wedding bands. Don't get me wrong. Handcuff is a metal. And then wedding bands is also a metal. So if you are wearing it and you are not, it does not attract love and happiness as it's supposed to attract, and you are in pain, and when you come out, you put up a brave face for people to know that, oh, it's all well with you. It's a handcuff. You are in prison. You don't have freedom. Young ones, do not rush into marriage. The young ones, you shouldn't rush into marriage. Gain your grounds. Gain your grounds. You have your small room. You have your small job. You are able to do everything all by yourself before you get married. Don't marry anybody on conditions, because conditions are temporal. So any decision you take based on condition, you are doomed. That condition can change. That condition can change, and the decision you take stays with you. So don't rush into marriage. Make sure you have a little business. You have a little your room as a young person. Gain your grounds. You have a little savings, because you can marry someone well-to-do today. Can you tell when the person will die? If the man should leave you all the monies in Bank of Ghana, and you don't know your bearings, you don't know how to run your business, you will lose all those money, and the children you will leave for you will just go frustrated. So what I'm trying to say right now is, you better grow up. You better know your bearings, gain your grounds. You should be able to do everything by yourself as a woman before you get involved with another person. Another thing that is happening right now, when you people are courting or you are in a relationship, you add sex to it. That if it doesn't work out, you will leave the person. You add sex to it. So you've slept with 6, 7, 8, 9 people. To you, you have left them, they are gone. To you, you have left them, they are gone. But trust me, spiritually, they dwell with you. The reason why when you are there, you are able to remember one of them. Hey, I remember this person, I remember that person. They dwell with you. We are in a society that does not understand forgiveness. They don't understand repentance. So whatever you do, you will repent. God is merciful to forgive you. But society will not understand this. They will always bring your past to come and brush it on your face. You don't know what God will use you to do tomorrow. So please, be careful what you do now as your youth, in your youth. As a youth, you should define yourself before you move on looking for another thing.